It looks cute. It doesn't appear like there's sound yet. Are my headphones just not working? There are 0 spiders. Okay, then I'd be fine. You agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Oh, there we go. Now we have sound. Okay. It's not about spiders. Okay, then that's fine. I agree. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Put the music volume down a little. Also, are my headphones being weird? Okay, my headphones are being... do I have... Ah! I think this is good. Is there... Oh no, it would have text at the bottom. Yeah. Forget if there's a streamer mode for this or not. I don't think so. We'll never know. No one can say they didn't get a proper warning before the start of the game. They got that covered. They did. What if I click help? Oh, that just opens up my browser. The help file has been opened in your browser. What does it do? Doesn't tell me anything about... Okay. No, doesn't tell me anything. I have to listen to your game while I bike home in a minute. That's gonna be fun. Aw. Well, bike safely. Okay, well, let's just start. Stellar. I'm Stellar. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Nothing. Oh yeah, I will read it all. Yeah, you just get to listen to me. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You can enjoy it with STELLARMICHELLE scream. You're the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Am I saying the name right? Ha ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Damn it, Akka! Eh, you said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Stellar. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Do different voices for the character would be so fun. I find it very hard to do that. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with each other, making their daily commute. Yeah, you do it, Akka. By the way, Stellar, have you decided on a club to join yet? I get to join a club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hi, Vegas! How are you? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? What's a NEET? Can someone please explain? I don't know what that is. Yeah, we're doing spooky games for the month of October. Please feel free to suggest spooky games in the Discord. This one was suggested by Akka. And we love Akka here. I don't know what a NEET is. Not in employment, education, or training. Gotcha. Thank you, Akka. You trust me, right? Thank you, Magus. Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I'm realizing the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Is it the Doki Doki Literature Club? Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Wow, I'm mean. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. The Doki Doki Literature Club? It's just the Literature Club and it's full of Doki Dokis. What is... Oh, beating hearts? Okay. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Like cupcakes. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yeah, that's something I'd do. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Free cupcakes are alluring. It's true. Good cupcake. You just gotta eat it right though. You take off the top, and then you flip it over, so then you make a sandwich so you don't get the icing on your nose. That's the way to eat a cupcake. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm sorry, what? You've just changed my life. Life hack? Did y'all not know about the way to eat a cupcake? Must Sayori bring a boy? Yeah, did y'all not know about the way to eat a cupcake? Yeah, try it next time. Take off the top and you flip it upside down and you make a sandwich. Ah, Stellar, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club, oh, I know who this is. This is Monica, right? I learned this from Lee's stream. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Cupcakes are wet on top? Yeah. Well, I mean, like if you have like icing on the top, you typically have icing, right? Muffins are just fluffy pastries. Cupcakes have wet icings on the top. Yeah. Muffins don't typically have stuff on the top of them. But like, I'm talking about like icing on cupcakes. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. You ever had a cupcake, only muffins? Fair. They're very similar, but typically muffins aren't as sweet. Cupcakes are literally mini cakes. They're cake batter put into smaller things. Whereas like muffins, I think it's a different type of batter. And cupcakes tend to have icing like cakes do. to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Wait, how did she know that I knew Monica? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? It's great to see you again, Stellar. Wait, what? Monica smiles sweetly. Icing is too sweet for me, usually that's fair. We love a good batter, especially when they get home runs. How do I... No, okay, that's fine. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. To have her smile at me feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Stella. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Don't look for spoopies when there are none. There are spoopies, okay? Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? All right, we're gonna get an ad break any second, so I'll just pause here. Okay, I'm gonna be looking for spoopies. I'm very spooked. I'm very spooked. Ow. I've got hiccups already too. How horrified are you right now on a scale of 1 to 10? 1. I'm fine right now. Except for that whole you already know Monica thing. It's like, how do I? What do you mean I already know Monica? Okay, there we go. I was like, the ad break's supposed to start. I do like this music. It's very poppy. It's soup. Adelaide! How are you, my love? How's your day going? Pants. How's your day going? Adelaide, this game is apparently very... Okay, so you know, your friends are obsessed with this game? Are you spoiled about anything else or just Monica? All I know is I don't even know anything about Monica. Because I lurked while Lee played, but all I know is he has a Monica redeem on his stream, where Monica just pops up. That's all I know. That's all I know. I just know Monica's a character. But I don't know anything. I just know that it's like a disturbing game. But I don't know anything about the game. But yeah, Adelaide, I was just gonna warn you, but if your friends are already obsessed, then you probably know that this is a game worth mentioning that it is disturbing. Again, I don't know anything. We just met Monica, and as I was saying, the only thing I know about Monica is that Lee has a Monica redemption. Big spoiler tags and trigger warning tags. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. He just has a Monica redeem, and then he says, "Monica, get out of here!" So I'm assuming she pops up randomly. I'm aware. Okay, good. Yeah, anyone that pops in, we're trying to warn. We have a little trigger warning tag, !TW. 1 minute and 14 seconds left of ad breaks. Yeah, there you go. See? Ow. I have a little nick on the side of my nose. That's annoying. We're just all gonna enjoy this music for now while we wait for the ads to be done. 48 seconds left. I wish I had interesting things to tell y'all, but I already told y'all the interesting things. Talk more about spooky movies. Also, you're all great, according to my bot. My bot's always right. Wow, Oscar. We just said that my bot was great. And my bot was telling you that you're great. Okay, we're back from ads. Now we can read this. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Are we gonna have to pick? And Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, okay. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. You don't know me, how dare you assume I'm great? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated that look like little cats! Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears! I want these! Want these cupcakes. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Tried to warn about this jump scare with the cat cupcakes. That's pretty scary. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. She didn't use the sandwich method. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. It's the sandwich method. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Anything for you or anything? Thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Should have done a sandwich method on a cupcake the other day. It's the best way to go. What kind of cupcake was it? Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Also, I thought Yuri, forgive me if I'm being naive, I thought Yuri was a boy's name. Because Yuri on Ice, right? There was the two boys named Yuri in Yuri on Ice. Unless it can be both. So awkward to rip open. It was just vanilla. Still good. I bet it was still good. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? It's a unisex name. Okay. I've only ever heard it in Yuri on Ice. So that's why I was like, I thought it was a boy's name. Like Taylor, yeah, or like Jamie or something. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... It's usually masculine for Russians and feminine for Japanese. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Stellar, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Did I say it weird, Aka? Is it supposed to be manga? manga, I think. Well, let's see. Yuri traces, whatever. I'm fucking not a weeb, okay? I don't know how to pronounce it right. Yuri traces the room of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels. Most people say, now I don't know, But we're gonna have a crush on? I don't know, I like the purple hair. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. That's right, nerd shame Aka. Oh, I will. I do all the time. Every time he sends me like long paragraphs about his work stuff, I'm like, I'm so happy for you, but you're such a fucking nerd. Most people say manga, so I should have clarified. Please do, I thrive from the shame. It makes you work harder. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Foreshadowing. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. And that's why Aka messages me now! Look. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Such a tsundere, I want to pat her on the head and have her yell at me for doing so. What's a tsundere? Shut up, you little wee, what the hell is a tsutsuki? What is that? Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Stellar? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh god, they all look upset. Oh, I like you, but I'll be mean to you to hide it. So like what kids do. You played Undertale, remember tsundere playing? Like what little kids do. When they like pull their pigtails. Right? All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. They look very upset. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Stellar, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stellar, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Stellar, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, may as well. There's the anxiety trigger warning. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Games. Awesome. Rainbow. Sparkle. Fireflies. Boop. Sing. Disown. Laugh? After school club is every day. That's a lot of after school activities. Raindrops. Suicide. I'm gonna go with fireworks. Sticky. Vertigo. Tragedy. Guess you can't impress Monica with your poems. She's not even a chibi sticker jumping up and down. Apparently not. Sugar. Feather. Kitty. Rain cloud. Oscar's picking his words. I feel like picking all the happy words is gonna make everything really depressing. Flower? Climax. Milk. Strawberry? Calm. And sunset. Hi again, Stellar. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. No, don't worry. This is a beautiful poem, thank you. I liked Oscar's too. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Stellar. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Oh, excuse me. Yours was a lot better. I feel like mine's gonna bite me in the ass, though. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the bathroom. Are you happy I said manga? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Stellar always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps him with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Don't yawn, you made me yawn, I'm sorry. Or are you a boy? I guess so. I don't think I got a choice. Don't come down to my level, we're too lame down here for you. Well, now I feel like I have to say manga. Arsonist? Oh yeah, was arson one of the words? You were really good friends, aren't you? I'd be a little jealous. You and Stella can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. That's all? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Have to be a boy in this game. Can't have the Doki Doki without a boy in the club. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. I think Yuri has a crush on me. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Doki Doki means 4 girls, 1 boy, right? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Maybe it's a club requirement for the school. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. I'm so sorry, friends. Oh, excuse me. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? She's so scared she's yawning. I've gone too far with this recommendation. Game you is sleepy and so is real you. Yeah, it's true. Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak in their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then! I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. Sayori really loves cupcakes. I wonder if she sandwiches them. I would hope so. Especially kitty cat-shaped cupcakes. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Hey, sorry! Jump scare! Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. That's fair. This isn't the napping club. Is there a napping club? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. It really is your fault. Yeah, I know. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. The hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain in your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from top to bottom. Wow, what the fuck is wrong with me? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. You're being very mean, I am. Also, hello? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. How old are we here exactly? I don't know. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. I always had that happen to me. I don't know how to get it to stop. I always do everything right. Brush my teeth leaning over the sink. Being careful not to get in my shirt. Brushing my collar with toothpaste very carefully. The tension. What is happening? Forgot to warn about the boob jump scare. What is happening, Sayori? Being dummy. Hi, Rainbow Mario Mon. So what I'm hearing is that this is a socially awkward horror game. Something like that. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out how we, as we go. Do you mind if I call you Mario or Rainbow? What would you like to be called? That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of you better than anyone else would anyway. Hi, Ultimate Dragon on YouTube. Welcome in. How are you doing? Rainbow or Mario? Great. Dudes for real so far is cringe. The scariest thing in life is social interactions, to be fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, this is a little bit cringe. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Ease. Well, anyway, just focusing on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Do you have any knowledge about this game? The only thing I knew about this game was that it's psychologically a little bit disturbing. And I just knew of the character Monica, but I don't know anything about her. I just knew that there was a character named Monica. I would like to think Akka lied to us that the game hadn't warned us 4 times. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I think we have a spoilers channel already set up. If you want to talk about the game and things that I don't know, you can join the Discord and talk about it in the spoilers chat. But yeah, other than that, I don't know anything. Thank you, Adelaide. Already been psychologically disturbed by the cupcakes and looking at Sayori's boobs. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? We get to see my poem! Sarah talks about her cupcakes. She means her boobs! Can't wait for you to get to redacted. Stellar, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I put all cute things. Is mine still gonna be cute? I feel the sound enthusiastic as Ariel still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's say Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yes? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! That just raised my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Hi, Guy That Hates Bull on YouTube, welcome in. How are you? I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changes. I'm fine, thanks. Have you played this game before? Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club excuse me, gives you valuable feedback. What a cute looking game. Surely nothing weird is gonna happen here. Hi, kittens. Yeah, surely nothing go bad. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Yes, absolutely child-friendly. Definitely did not warn us about 4 times. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It's a very charming game, very child-friendly, totally. We're saying that sarcastically because of the boobs. Yeah, we definitely buttoned up. Ooh, whose was it? It was Sayori's blazer. It was awkward. Yeah, it was Sayori's. Alright, ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, bringing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside poem area to continue. Okay. You want to experience everything the game offer adds files to computers. Hang on, sorry, it's just above, but if you want to experience everything the game offer, the game adds files to computers into the game files. Oh. Here's nice prose. Yeah, that was a nice poem. That's cool. So it adds files? It'll let you know it's something. Oh, okay, cool. Kind of like Undertale. Or like Deltarune. Those where it gets a little bit like meta-y, right? Oh yeah, that's the one. Sorry, yeah, one shot. Yeah, one shot. That's the one I was thinking of, sorry. Probably don't worry for now. Okay. Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that. But thank you. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Stellar. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. No, I read it. Be actually into literature myself, I was really impressed by the poems. Nice, yeah, no, I liked that one so far. Doesn't tell me it adds the files or special in-game poems that tell you about, but not the game files poems. Oh, so it's in the I guess because it's a literature club, right? Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Now, in this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Cool, thanks, Rainbow. I just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I'll take a look. Once I'm done the game, I'll take a look back through the spoilers channel if you want to post them in there. Playing on Steam? Yes. Yeah, I'm playing on Steam. Yeah, I think that's the version that was recommended. Yeah, there's a spoilers thread in the Discord where you can post like instructions and stuff like that, and then I'll go back once I'm done the game. Maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I want to see the actual poem I wrote. Maybe I get to see it after. Hi, Stellar. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Playing the free version that is catered to PC. Yeah, I think it's the free version. It's just I think it's the free version, yeah. Since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Stellar. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Kind of meant that they were just criticizing my own poem and didn't even know what it is I wrote. Yeah, exactly. I want to know what I wrote. I just got to pick words. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayari would like. Is that so? You and Sayari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayari and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. Your poem was cupcakes, kitties, flowers, climax, etc., etc. I didn't pick climax, I just laughed at it. So I think that's the kind of vibe when I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Well, you should have. Everyone being like, just date already. Now, kiss. Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayari's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. I don't think that's unexpected. Happy people can enjoy sad things all the time. Why pick one? You mean for the climax, like the words? Go for a Doki Doki, the Mormons do it. What does Doki Doki mean? I thought y'all were kidding earlier when you said that it meant... I forgot what y'all said. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. The sound of a heartbeat, you did say that, yeah. How do you know what is happy if you never feel sadness? It means a 4-girl, 1-guy hug session. Means to have one or more partners. Does it actually? I thought it meant heartbeat. That's what Akka said. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. love to see you try new things. Often used in anime, but it means a heart which is beating fast, like when something exciting or dangerous is happening. Gotcha. So like when your heart's fluttering. Of course, I'm the weeb here. Gotcha, thanks, Oscar. Usually Akka's the troll, Oscar's being the troll today. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, that one was me. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, or you're scared. Okay, yeah. I'm not really into anime and manga myself, but I did like this game for what it was. Yeah, I'm not a huge anime person, really. I mean, I can appreciate some of it. But yeah, no, so we're doing all spooky games for the month of October, and Akaruikage in my Twitch chat. He also might be lurking in the YouTube, I don't know. But he recommended this one. Okay, hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Dun dun dun! I was summoned. Mormons do not have multiple partners. They used to in its infancy, but not anymore. They haven't practiced polygamy in centuries. That's a good point. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'll for Sammy slander of my ex-religion, but not incorrect facts. Oh yeah, that's fair. Favorite anime is probably Fanboy and Chum Chum. I've never heard of that. But again, I don't really know a whole lot about anime. Honestly, I had no idea. Lots of information out there. I appreciate you pointing out. Yeah, for sure. It's always good to learn more stuff so that we can be a little bit more accepting. Unless I wanted to slap the protagonist. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go to Sayari. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Stellar. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. Not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Nah. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Wait, I haven't talked to Natsuki yet. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a stellar poem! Get it? And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Stellar. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. What a double meaning, right? I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Alright, I'm a poet and I didn't even try. What is it that Holt says? He's like, I'm a poet and I didn't even know that I was rhyming those words. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's kind of cute. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put this? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I think I like Sayori. I think she reminds me of me. That is a poem after my own heart. I want breakfast now too. Can I make breakfast at 6 p.m.? You absolutely can, and you should. On my second playthrough, I named myself Shitty just for that specific moment. A shitty poem. Hey, yo. Alright, Natsuki. Last but not least. Well, it's just about what I expected from someone like you. Wow! That's a little blunt. I already ate and I want to stick around. I need you to hold your hand through all this horror. It's true you do. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I know the cute music! The music definitely changed! I like it. What? Just be honest. I am! Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I actually did like your poem. It wouldn't be my favorite, but I thought it was fine. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I had to decide to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Ow. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Well, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Getting a Princess Diaries 3? Really? It's been so long. This movie's I could actually see the third being pretty decent if they pull it off correctly. And made a reel about it. Aww, that's exciting. I want to see the first one again. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Try to say something nice. Eh? You mean to say try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayari liked it, and Stellar did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Stellar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Why did the music stop? Hey? Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Stellar appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Stellar started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Stellar! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning she should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Stellar. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words out in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Stellar? Well... the spookiest game there is. I've been told that it gets to be a lot. I hope you have your security blanket. And also, hello, yes, welcome in, cool dude. How are you? Being the guy who instigated fights in high school, I instinctively started recording this moment. Thank you, Adelaide. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I have to pick? Yuri. Well, that's rude. Definitely not scary in the traditional sense. Yeah, exactly. Help, Sayori. Well, okay. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Okay. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? Yeah, we have a spoiler chat as well if you want to discuss things that I haven't yet seen. No, you're good, cool dude. No, I already knew that it wasn't like scary in the traditional sense, just that it can be like disturbing. Yeah, no, you're good. I think Adelaide's just being like preemptive just in case. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling a bit bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way up, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. We're talking about the game that I can't say much here, obviously. Yeah, just as folks come in and now posting, yeah, you're good. Definitely a good call. I will definitely unintentionally spoil things I've told out. Yeah, no, good. You know what this game is about, and I trust you implicitly as a reliable narrator. Yeah, disturbing this game, not at all. I'm the reliable narrator. Yeah, guy that hates bull. I don't know if so. Up here, you should be able to see the Twitch chat as well. So that's Akka just said something to you. Anyways, yeah, cool dude, you're good. But yeah, I think Adelaide was just being preemptive because yeah, we don't want any spoilers per se. But yeah, if you do want to talk about things and you feel the urge to get something out, you can join the Discord. And then Akka says you're definitely talking about things in there. I don't know. Are you all talking in there? Thanks, Akka. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. Oh, thank you, Akka. You will never know. Wow. That's something to be. Yeah. Akka, he's in the YouTube chat now. He just said, because he saw your message, and he just said, you know that this game is all about, and I trust you implicitly as a reliable narrator. So you're good. Sayori is best girl though. I like her. She kind of reminds me of me. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Stellar. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Yuri is cute too. I like her hair. It's purple. Yuri is the cutest out of all of them. Fight me. Yeah, I like her. Talking in Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Akka was typing in the Twitch chat. Well, never mind that then. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Here, after the gesture, that's what you like most about Yuri? I actually am not a big boobs girl. I don't like them big. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Stellar, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. Unless they're unhealthily big, then please take care of yourself. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you're allowed to have your preferences, for sure. Other than that, I ain't picky. Boobs are great no matter the size. My preference is smaller. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more of the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress, not to myself with newfound determination. Stellar! Ready to walk home now? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent that much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, know what happened earlier? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? That kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. Stellar, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Everything's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to... Wait, what? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sarah as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. All the girls are cute in their own way, and Sarah gives off little sister vibes, and I love it. Sarah's a real cutie for sure. Okay. We have 35 seconds till our ad break. Can we get some words in? What if we do like slightly, like not like suicide or massacre bad, but like maybe graveyard? Do they hop if they like your word? Or are they just randomly hop? If I do fantasy. Oh, okay, I think they hop if they like your word. Fluffy. Okay, so she likes that. Dark. Jumpy. Okay, I seem to be going really good for Natsuki. Agonizing. Okay. Disown. Okay, I got some Yuri. They hop based on the word. Yeah, okay, so I've got some good Yuri words so far. Defeat? Damn it. Disarray. Parfait. I like the cute words, but that's what Natsuki wants. Misfortune. Damn it. Disaster. Fear. Damn it. Hurt. For God's sakes, I'm not doing well. Chocolate. What kind of words do you think Fury likes? I have no idea. Frightening. Okay, there we go. Pink. Starscape. Breathe. And entropy. I want to know who likes email. All right, now we're on our ad break. Finish our little poem. I want to know who likes email. It's Dr. Horrible. Email. If you've seen that movie, you get that reference. Do 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 do. Maybe romance Dr. Horrible. Best Doki Doki playthrough. Can we rewatch that movie, please? It's only 45 minutes. Such a good movie. I think that was the first movie night we ever watched in the Discord. Also, Lily's behind me. Hi, Lily. And she's gone. But not next week. Well, maybe you should just not be here. Maybe you should just... What is it you're doing next week that you're not gonna be here, Akka? Because that's upsetting. I'm upset. Ow. Akka, I don't like when you're not here. It makes me sad. I already spent $200 for tickets. Well, spend $200 on us instead. What a Red Wings home opening game? Psh, sports. You know what's better than sports? Us. Yoink. Yeah, see? Do you get emotes at sports? No. Red Wings are the Detroits, right? My friends disagree and I hate them. Let me talk to them. Let me talk to your friends. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. The Detroit... Isn't it the Detroit Red Wings? Dan, do they meet every... They do! They meet every day! This is crazy! I thought... Isn't it the Detroit Red Wings? Akka? Okay, forgive me for adding an S. Detroit Red Wings, okay? Akka, I at least got the city right. Good lord, Akka's being mean. Akka's like me to... Who was it, Natsuki? Was I being mean to Natsuki? Thank you, Adelaide. That's too much, yeah. Meeting every day, I couldn't do that. I need to add more to that. Hello, guy that hates bull. I have a Twitch as well. Welcome in. It's great to see you here. Now you'll get to see the people that are chatting along in here. Yeah, we know you. It's great to see you over here. Yeah, we this is where I primarily stream, but I also have been starting to stream over. It's been about 2 months now that I've been streaming on YouTube. Just for finding some new friends. That's all. Never hurts. Yeah, I try to stream on both. All right, ad break is done. But yeah, I try to stream on both, just so that, you know, people that don't have one or the other do have access, but yeah. Every time I hear Canada's anthem, my brain immediately jumps to Genovia. What's that?
Yoink.
Yeah, welcome in. Do you have a name that you prefer me to call you? I'll go pee and feet cast like don't pee your pants out of fear while playing this game. Alright, Akka, hurry back, I'm scared. Totally reliable narrator, okay, cool. Oh, that's where I've heard it from. Like, I've heard this, but it's not a real country. Where have I heard this from? From Princess Diaries, yes, okay, thank you. Alright, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Stellar! Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Guy or bull, either is fine. Okay, that's good. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we have to take a look at your purse, Sayori? What is wrong with me? Why am I being weird? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Okay, I see what I'm doing now. Still kind of weird, but... So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ha! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Sarah to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got you absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Who's your favorite so far? I'm not sure which. I don't know. I want to say either Sayori or Yuri. Natsuki seems a little annoying, and I don't know much about Monica. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic! Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution! Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Aw, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. You're such a kid sometimes! Monica, can you tell Sayari? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. You pee your pants? Are you even wearing pants? Did you pee your dress? I'm not wearing a dress today. It's too cold now to wear my dress. Too cold to wear my dresses. Wearing pants. No, I did not pee them. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't worried you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stellar. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Pee your dress. Pants unspoiled. Yeah, no dress today. I'm sorry. Monica's the cutest. Why aren't you trying to romance her? Because I don't know anything about her personality yet. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayari's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayari somehow already finished her entire cookie. I want a cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. She just did debate and plays piano. Okay, I know that now. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Monica's just there, not a main contributor. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Adelaide, thank you so much for hanging out. We love you. She does seem pretty distant, but she's still cute. I'm sure there's an ending that involves romancing her, maybe. Thank you, Adelaide. Once more with feeling, exactly. Thanks for hanging out. It's always love to see you. I hope you have a good weekend. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's just something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been listening to this game for a while now and it remains cute. Are we sure it's horror? Guy says it's a cute game. It's true. Seems cute. You're not horrified? What kind of sociopath are you? Nothing scary about it. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Is this foreshadowing? This is horror. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. You'll definitely know when the horror part starts. Thank you, Dragon. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Oh, fairness, believe it or not, I was horrified from the first minute of this game. I hate romance visual novels. Yeah, I found them a little bit weird too, just because I'm like, I don't like this pressure. I suppose being with high school crush can be quite unnerving to some. Yeah, exactly. And I've been with the same person for 14 years. I don't know how to flirt anymore. They challenge you to look at. Oh, I already read that. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I've never flirted in my life. Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thought, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true, in fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. I've never flirted, but what I was done, my poor brain thought was flirting. I'm really bad at flirting. Hey, you're cute. Hey, do you like cats? Okay, that's your way of flirting, though. I've flirted and gotten slapped about an equal amount of times. There's no one way to flirt, though. That's the thing. Different people flirt different ways. Sharing your interests is a method of flirting. Hello, L Pro. A DDLC first playthrough, my favorite. That's me. That's me. I know nothing about the game. Only that it can be disturbing. It has some triggers. So welcome in. It's wonderful to meet you. We do have a Discord channel for people to discuss things that, like, if we don't want like me to know about it or whatever, we do have a Discord channel. If you do want to join that. Thank you, Akka. Okay, I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Hey, do you come here often? Yeah, exactly. You nailed that one. Yeah, that's all I know. I confirmed with a couple of people before I started that, like, I should be okay with it. Yeah, that's all I know. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Who's your favorite so far? Is it Yuri's boobs? I mean, Yuri? I think I like Yuri. I'm gonna save just because I haven't done that yet. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Yuri has nice characteristics. You're gonna touch her boobies, aren't you? Yeah, I haven't saved yet, so. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Game is an emotional roller coaster, isn't it? Is this the original plus version of the game? Original. Yeah, it's just the free version from Steam. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. She also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see! Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Stellar, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Good flirting, yeah, I know. Whoops! How emotional are you feeling right now? What emotion are you feeling right now? I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Ah! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spirit from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. Reading, what a great way to flirt. The only important things from the plus version are the side stories. Yeah, I heard that it changed, I don't know what, Akka told me that it was like just a little bit different in that it took away some of the mechanisms or something. I feel like these characters, I like these characters, and I'm also feeling like that's going to become a problem. Oh, the side stories are wholesome. Aww. They're well-written characters, even if they're a bit cringe. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. Some of the PC-specific mechanisms are removed in the plus version. Gotcha, okay. Feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Do you not own a bookmark? Who should I show my poem to first? Obviously, Yuri. Well-written teenage girls, that's all this game is about. He wants to support the dev and buy the plus edition for those, I would support that decision. Let's see what you've written for today.
Splish.
Well, thank you for the hydrate. For the voice, yes, I am talking a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to go as long as I usually do. We'll see. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Stellar, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Oh, sorry, guy. It just got deleted automatically because of the period between Doctor and Seuss. So yeah, you're good. I didn't own a bookmark until my little cousin decided to give me a Dr. Seuss themed one. Aw, that's so cute. I especially the new voice of the character, but she slapped me and said that was a dumb move, and then she punched me and I was knocked out for 3 days straight. Yeah, it thought it was a link. You're good. It just got automatically deleted by the bot. Yeah, Yuri likes to, oh, you're saying what to the other thing? Yeah, no, you're good. It was just an auto delete. I remember I also had a water bottle near me when I played this. Yeah, I always have water with me. But yeah, I should be drinking more because I'm talking so much. What kind of Dr. Seuss, was it from a specific book? Corner folders are the worst. Oh, I know. I know. I can't do that to a book. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm guilty until proven innocent, I suppose. No, you're good. You're fine. I can't fold the corner of a book. I'm sorry. I know some people do, and that's fine. But for me, I can't. I have to use a bookmark. I don't know what bookmark. Yes, exactly. That's what Guy said. Okay. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon! It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm really projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I'm strong enough to fold a book page, but I also want to use a bookmark. You're just buy pre-sliced bread? She's weird. Like, if you get a fresh loaf. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. A lot more than metaphorical, or it's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Maybe she makes her own. Yeah, maybe she makes her own bread. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express that it feels the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, but I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Stellar? Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little bit of something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and individualities, even if it's different sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Sorry. Ooh, I like this one, Stellar. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me! Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Yes, I already must have liked yesterday's poem better because yesterday I did all the cutesy words. So. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Stellar. Never, ever. I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the little rain cloud a little hug. Didn't I pick the word rain cloud? I thought I picked the word rain cloud. And I picked the word rainbow. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Stellar. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. What? It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes a friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time will last. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot! And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. No, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. I always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I do that. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Bittersweet is nice. That's cute. It's absolutely adorable. Monica. Hi again, Stellar. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. Great job, Stellar. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It takes years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me! Do I have to save the game and then load it? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Nice.
You never know what you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wait, maybe I'm supposed to save now? Okay, I don't know. Oh, how cute the game is being all cutesy and giving you tips for the characters. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Ew. What's cute? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? But someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sorry, has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You'd say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone! There are spiders in this game? My bad. Sorry. I like spiders. Okay. Question. Are there actual spiders in the game, or do you just talk about spiders? Natsuki new favorite. I do like this poem. No actual spider. Okay, then we're fine. Not bad, right? I do like that poem a lot. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. As the reliable narrator, I will not be expanding on the existence of spiders. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate. Okay, everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. We don't have paper Canadian currency. It's plastic. It hasn't been paper for a long time. You're plastic! Yeah. We also don't have pennies anymore. We got rid of the penny a long time ago. States need to do that too. I wouldn't be able to play it every day. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I don't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I'm a judge or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing! Performing? But Monica? Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up with and recite poems too. Zara's putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. What's the goal of the game? That's a good question. Is it about getting more people in the literature club? Yes? No. I don't know. I don't know. Making friends, that's a good goal. And yeah, the US money, that is still paper, right? You'll need to go with the times. The goal of the game is to initiate a foursome, obviously. Wouldn't it be a fivesome? You don't want to be with all of them? Oh, that's what I meant! Making friends. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting this poster up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Now, Michelle correcting you so fast, Aka. She thought about it. I did not. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. A lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Did she literally just go, you know what, this is really hard for them to do, but hey, we're gonna do it anyway. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Why does Monica like to fucking face you so fucking directly? That's true, she is just facing me. This is the creepiest part of this game. Yeah, what if we don't want to do that, Monica? What if we have a fear of public speaking? I don't, but what if they do? Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. See, they're unhappy. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Why am I doing that? I think that Sayori and Monica have been really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Why am I saying this? Well, maybe, but It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Why are you doing? I don't know! Okay, fine. Not very nice of you, Michelle. Apparently I'm a bitch. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. What a horrible choice. Why would you make that choice? Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Is that foreshadowing? I keep asking if everything's foreshadowing. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. Nothing is foreshadowing? That's not possible. No way! Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. After a while, it becomes five-shadowing. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden? Hi, Mackenzie Martin. Welcome in. When she says the opposite of what she means, ooh. Just convinced Michelle to play a cute romance novel, visual novel for Spooky Month. The best troll. Such a troll. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called, Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity, sorry. And glances around her as if she is bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. She's playing the same game as me. I wonder how far she is. I think she's been playing for a while. One part is scary. Yes, I have heard that there were some disturbing parts. I am going into this as it's a first playthrough, so I don't know anything. If you do want to talk about what happens in the game, I do have a spoilers chat in the Discord. Aka, if you want to link that in the YouTube chat, please and thank you. Thank you, Aka. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Thank you, Frederica, as well. Thank you both. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. Well, Frederica, I would no need to take my glory. This one's called My Meadow. Ah ha ha ha! Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. Are you sure it's just good vibes and fun poetry times? Absolutely. Absolutely. Very child-friendly game. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Stellar liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems over here where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Itsuki? Hemph. Don't make me go before Stellar. Not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stellar lower everyone's standards a bit before I have to do it. Wow, Natsuki. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I may as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else. Yeah, this is the horror part. There are two versions. This is the I think the original version. This is the free Steam version. There is the plus. I think the plus version. Akka might be able to answer that question better. The social situation's how much worse can it get, right? Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. PC version, so before the console-friendly stuff was added. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the PC version. You have plus, yeah. So this is the PC version, not the plus version. Yeah, the plus version. Can you stop dropping frames? Oh no! I am dropping frames. What? Why am I dropping frames? Happening? What's happening? I don't know why I'm dropping frames. It's still going. I don't know why. Slippery little frames, right? The horror begins the dropping of frames. First scream of the day. It's still dropping. Stellar.PowerPoint? Hang on. Let me check if anything's going on in the background. It's affecting your network connection. I honestly don't know what's happening. Our upload speeds, our downloads, I just did a speed test. Our upload speed is fine. Or sorry, download speed is fine. But our upload speed's gone to trash. Babe, are you watching? I don't know why this is happening. It was fine. It'll stabilize eventually. It just keeps going up. The dropped frames, it keeps going up. It drops about 30 per second, which is like all of them. I'm up to 4,000 dropped frames. Twitch being twitchy? Is it Twitch or is it me? What was happening to me when I had all them issues? Twitch Juliet being twitchy? Yeah, I'm dropping so many frames. I don't understand. I think you can all still hear me, right? It's just the seeing. Is it fully down right now? Can you all hear me? Or am I out? Just buffering, okay. Okay, thank you, Mackenzie Martin. Just buffering, okay, not fully out. Just a big delay, okay. The frames aren't stopping. It just keeps dropping. On YouTube, it is fully out, okay. I already checked a speed test. It was, our upload was was the problem, which is the problem, like what, we need that. Andy, stop pooping. It's babe. Our download was fine, but upload is the problem. Oh, are we no, we're not back. Did the moose run off with the internet cables? Okay, how are we now? I stopped the YouTube stream. I see and hear you. Yeah. You come and you go like Cotton Eye Joe. I can hear you from 2 minutes ago. Okay, everyone refresh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're going to, I was just typing in the YouTube chat. So what I did, also, hi Chris, how are you? I stopped the YouTube stream to get the bandwidth back. Yeah, but that unfortunately means that the YouTube stream is done. Pause and unpause, yeah, refresh. It's still buffering, yeah, it's just getting the backlog over there. We're good here, yeah, we're good back on Twitch. What we'll do is we'll finish up this day in game and we'll wrap up just because I don't really know what else we can do. Because I don't want to lose all of this. I don't want the internet to go down again, so. My present's fixed, welcome back, or welcome in Trem. Keep going. We'll play again on Monday. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, that's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. All right then. I've rejoined the present. Yes, welcome back. But it's fixed? Yeah, but I don't like the fact that I had to. Also, it could go down again at any time. It could go down at any time. It did not fix itself. I stopped YouTube. I had to stop YouTube. I was waiting for horror. Okay, all right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. Disconnect them from the internet to ensure all bandwidth goes to Michelle. I don't know why. Like, our bandwidth is fine. A bad internet connection is pretty scary, exactly. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Geez, you should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. Convince you to go one more day after the next day? I just don't want to drop the internet again. How much longer is one more day, roughly? Makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Is it fixed? So what I did was I stopped the YouTube stream to save the bandwidth, which is unfortunate because I had people over on YouTube. So yeah, we stopped YouTube. You can stop if the stream stops. Yeah, I know. I just don't want to lose the footage and stuff if yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can go one more day. One more day is maybe 30 minutes, okay. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. I'm just so damn invested. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. We can dream, yeah, exactly. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Stella, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori! Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, this is mean. Well, I live with Sayori, so... Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Stellar. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? We'll do one more day. Let's make a little poem. Oh, hail. I did do that, not you. Hail. Vacation. Okay, Natsuki, oh no, sorry, that's Sayori. Frightening, that's gonna be Yuri. All right, I think Disarray is a Yuri one. Eternity is a Yuri one. Anxiety is a Yuri one. Hurt. Oh no, that's a... what about Desire? Okay. Rose. I want to pick my words too. I'm just gonna pick my words. Fuck what they want. I want comfort. I didn't see who liked that one. Email. Who likes email? Okay, it was Natsuki who liked email. I think Kyle was the one that wanted to know who liked email. Crimson. Climax. We're picking. Hey, it was Yuri that liked Climax. We already picked Fireworks. We already picked Boop. We already picked Sing. What about Summer? Yuri loves a good climax, eh? What about Vanilla? Lucky? Doki Doki. Dazzle. Sucks. Explode. And adventure. All right. Who doesn't like a good climax? Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Passion was one of the words. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. Not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sounded a bit like Sayari all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Is Ika Japanese for squid? Eh? That's not how you say my name at all! It just makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. I didn't get it either! Your reactions are as funny to Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at his desk in the corner room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I whip my hand in front of her face. Eh? Because Japanese for squid does not work in translation, as Monica so aptly pointed out. Okay. Is it pronounced Ika? Or is it pronounced like Ika? You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. It's pronounced Ika, okay. Bonica. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. She's not fine. No, she's not fine. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. I thought they just meant ink like squid ink. Oh, like Ika kind of sounds like Iker or whatever. Technically, not everyone pronounces Monica's name like Monica. Right. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Not like Monica, gotcha. For the idea that the other girls all just think Monica's name is Squid, right? Mon what does Mon mean in Japanese? Does Mon mean anything? Typically approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Stellar, what's up? This might sound like a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Oops, maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I didn't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica appears across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the only one not the one asking you, Stellar. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Maybe she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Stellar. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayuri talks about you more than anything else, you know? You've been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? Hi, Room. The stream you were playing. Now somebody check the stream. You're playing Journey. DDLC is quite different. Hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks, Room. Welcome in. Yeah, Journey was 2 months ago now-ish. Journey was great too. We're doing all spooky games for the month of October, and Akka suggested Doki Doki. No way. Sayuri is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it always has been. You're so funny, Stellar. Have you thought maybe you've always seen her? Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it much for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I also already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. DDLC is her favorite game, right, Michelle? Right? Yeah, absolutely. I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much I do care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. Should have used a superior conversation starter. You like jazz? But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. Just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri. Sayuri? Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry! I didn't mean to say something stupid. Not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayuri and you have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Stellar, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayuri, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. We don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Sounds like how I flirt. I'll go pee again. Will you be okay without me for a minute? Akka, we just had a break. Why didn't you pee on the break? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry I'm so mean to you. I just had a week. Yes, of course you can pee. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. I don't pee on breaks. It's what I do. Why not? Now you're gonna miss important things. This is gonna be the first jump scare, other than the time that I woke up to Natsuki. It'll be the second jump scare, and you're gonna miss it. promise nothing will help on this extra day you insisted you should play. It's true. Akka, you're gonna miss whatever you wanted me to play. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Trying to understand the logic, but I'm struggling. The logic of the game? Have you played this game, Chris? She's gonna miss everything essential! Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring... Oh, yeah, not peeing on breaks, right? See, Chris gets it. Chris gets it. May uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. You missed the World War III starting this game. It's the cutest part of this game. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Do I not get to read with Yuri? Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's do Natsuki first. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to try to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking! Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Huh? How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt! Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I heard some really wild things about this game and that it presents your typical visual novel but takes some wild turns. Yeah, that's all I know, really, too. Those are lies. It's a normal dating sim. Absolutely. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Totally normal and cute. Yeah, totally normal, cute little dating sim. Anyway, Natsuki holds out her poem to me like nothing ever happened. Nothing to see here. Move along. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That is so sweet! What a sweet little poem. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. They decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Monica. Hi, Stellar! We thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival, would be said. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerated. exaggerating it. You traumatized it? No, we saw the cutest little poem about a beach. Yeah, unless she has a phobia of overly cutesy games and a beach. Yeah, probably, but you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, I'm just teasing. It takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then again, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Kawaii phobia. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. Whew. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, all right? All right. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wandered Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Till one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. We all had the same answers. Wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that! Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And thank you, Monica. Sayori! This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Stellar. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Lily, what are you doing, honey? Lily. No. No, honey. Hey, Stellar. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why, you don't want to get closer with everyone else? Why did the music stop? Lily, stop that. Lily, that is a cable. You were not allowed to eat cables. Music stopped. Okay, the music just changed, it's fine. Wait! Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. That seems like foreshadowing. Music stopped, great sign. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. Then I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Stellar? I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? Glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Stellar. It's just a little rain cloud. That was one of the words. I'm sorry you had to see it. Haha. Promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori! Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I'm worried. Okay, here's my thoughts. I'm worried that whoever I get closest to is gonna, like, die. Well done, Stellar. So, do you like jazz? You're doing great, Akka. Everything is fine, thank you. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Stellar? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good moment. That must be terrible. What? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry, I always think overthinking come to these sorts of conclusions. Just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked! Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach! Oh yeah, they both wrote about the beach. Okay. Scream question. If a girl lets you to walk away, if they scream, slap me, and walk away. No, they're a good one! Alright, beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to the earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea! Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in a writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when adjusting the club. I did think about that. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Geez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Foreshadowing! In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Uh-oh. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Why is the trigger warning not popping up? Oh my god, I'm dropping frames again. Hello? Am I still here? Am I still here? Pause and unpause. Can y'all still see me? Frames are going again. Hi, Heartless Room. Curse you, Canadian internet. I don't know what's going on. Okay, bitrate is stabilized. No, it was the stream guy. I refreshed and it seemed to work. I think the bitrate is stabilized a little. Okay. Okay, everyone refresh. Yeah, it was just a bunch of dropped frames. Yeah, and then after this, we're definitely wrapping up because I don't want to keep losing things. The game is scaring your frames! Okay. Moose stepped on the cable. We're so close to the good part. The good part? Okay, where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Itsuki, please show some decency. The stream apparently has kawaii phobia. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with you, you picked the time she's not feeling well? Yes, thank you, Frederica. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayari. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Wait, why am I quoting that? Why am I saying that? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. No, Monica, what did she say? Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Oh my god, frames are going again? Am I still here? Usually, okay, good. My bitrate was tanking again. Okay. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes! The music getting warpy or is it just me? Oh, it's the frames. It's the frames. The music will get warpy if the frames are dropping, if the bitrate's going down. The music's fine. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that out by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sorry, we'll be helping you design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! My god. Bitrate, stop. You go yell urine in? I wish. The part where Michelle kisses her love interest. I'm waiting for the bitrate to stabilize again. We're at almost 10,000 dropped frames. Bitrate doesn't want to see the next part, apparently. Yeah, we're now at 10,000 drop frames. I'm very upset. Bitrate trying to save chat. We're back? Bitrate is still in the red. I don't like it. So many frames, yeah. Okay, it's stabilized. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? On the all-important day, right? Should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'd be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Stellar, the one who is truly useless. Oh, I'm saying about myself, that's fine. Was this what happened yesterday during movie night? I don't know, because I don't have a bitrate checker on my movie night, so. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion of that like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Stellar may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? That's more like you're making excuses for Stellar to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Stellar to decide how we'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in, you literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Stella, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. I'm gonna go, how do can I get to Sayori? I wanna go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most helpful at helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Stellar. Sayori's not here! Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? That should be about it. Are you guys excited? Excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Stellar? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Stellar picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. Kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. You know, I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. What is happening with Yuri's blouse? What do you mean? Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Yeah, that's her hand. That's her hand there. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. See, she took her hand away and it's back to her shirt. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. Yeah, why are you looking there, Aka? But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'd be the best way, yes. All right then, Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. All right, in that case it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Stellar. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting that one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expansion. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Okay, so at this point, should I wrap this up? Because this is does this count as the same day or what am I doing here? Oh, I'm dropping frames again. Dropping frames again. It's Sunday, so not the same day? Okay. Okay, so we'll save there. I have eternal hatred for Canadian internet. Yeah, it's driving me crazy.